What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Let's Get It Gaming Daily News with your boy JoJo for Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. We have 5 stories on the list. No honorable mentions, but all great stories in my opinion. So, let's jump into story number 1. Freeloading co-host just took a little passerby. How we doing? Good. Enjoying yourself? Not really? All right. Story number 1. Microsoft debating a Call of Duty on Game Pass along with another price hike report. This comes from IGN's Taylor Lyles. After Microsoft purchased Activision Blizzard, many wondered whether the tech giant would follow its current precedent of putting its first-party games on Game Pass on the same day as their official release date. More specifically, this would include Call of Duty, one of the most profitable gaming franchises over the last several years. Hey, leave it. Yet, a new report claims that adding new installments in the shooter series to Game Pass continues to be a topic of debate within Xbox, as the platform holder also reportedly weighs another price hike for the service. The Verge's Tom Warren published a news report today claiming that Microsoft has had internal debates about whether it wants to add newer Call of Duty installments to the gaming subscription service. Warren writes that this debate has been ongoing internally for quite some time. Those who oppose the idea argue that Call of Duty's revenue for Activision Blizzard and by extension Microsoft would be undermined by a Game Pass release. More interestingly, Warner writes that Microsoft has also contemplated a price hike for Ultimate tier of Xbox Game Pass. Again, this is up for consideration and nothing has been finalized, though Warren deducted that it could mean that a future Call of Duty release might appear in most versions of Game Pass. Call of Duty as a franchise is undoubtedly one of the most profitable IPs in the gaming industry and has been for quite a while. A few examples of Call of Duty's profitability include in 2012 when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 became the fastest game in the series to cross the 1 billion sold mark, and just last year, as part of the FTC versus Microsoft trial, we learned through a court document that Call of Duty on PlayStation hardware directly generates over $800 million in the United States in 2021. The announcement comes a little over a day after IGN first reported that Microsoft was shutting down four Bethesda studios, including Hi-Fi Rush developer Tango Gameworks and Redfall developer Arcane Austin. However, a larger topic is coming to focus on Xbox strategy for Game Pass, as Warren and Bloomberg's Jason Schreier reported. Although Microsoft's recent earnings revealed that Xbox content and service, which includes Game Pass, were up 62%, the growth in the category was due to Activision Blizzard. So this is an interesting story to me because I would have thought they would have put this on Game Pass. I mean, you would have thought it would have skyrocketed sales for Game Pass even more, but I also understand the perspective that the amount of money it's bringing in for them, and I don't know if they're going to want to lose that by amount of Game Pass subscribers versus someone just buying the game outright. It's an interesting one because I kind of was hoping that it would come to Game Pass because I would love to replay all the old Call of Duties and get to experience them again and not have to pay for them. But we'll see. It's definitely going to be an interesting one to see how it pans out. Let's jump into story number 2. This is kind of not really tied to it, but it's in relation. This comes from IGN's Kat Bailey. Tango Gameworks pitched a Hi-Fi Rush sequel before its sudden shutdown. Tango Gameworks was in the process of pitching a Hi-Fi Rush sequel and wanted to hire additional staff before its sudden closure, according to the new Bloomberg report. The report, which sheds additional light on the closure of Tango Gameworks and Redfall developer Arcane Austin, claims that Xbox leadership felt that the overall studio system was spread too thin, with President Matt Booty reportedly linking it to peanut butter on bread. All right, whatever, dude. While little was revealed about the proposed sequel, Tango Gameworks was reportedly seeking to hire additional staff, despite the departure of founder Shinjin Miyakami In 2023, Xbox previously called Hi-Fi Rush a breakout hit for us and our players in all key measurements and expectations. Tango Gameworks wasn't the only studio considering a new game. Arcane Austin apparently wanted to return to its roots with a new single-player immersive sim. According to the report, Arcane Austin is famous for its work on Prey, which became a cult favorite after a difficult launch in 2017. This also is unfortunate. I know a lot of people loved Hi-Fi Rush. Like I've said, I think in the last episode, I didn't play Hi-Fi Rush, but all the reports that I read on this seem like it was a great game, and I kind of missed out on it. So I might have to jump into it. I think it's on Game Pass, so that might be a video coming on the channel, at least one video to try it out. But we'll see how that goes. But as I said, that's unfortunate. I know it's disappointing for all those Hi-Fi Rush fans that they aren't getting a second one, and that the studio got shut down. I mean, all we could do is kind of hope that maybe something similar of similar style will be done by another developer in the future, but only time will tell. With that being said, let's jump into story number 3. EA is considering in-game advertising, but will take thoughtful approach. This comes from GameSpot's Eddie Makuch. EA CEO Andrew Wilson has said in-game advertising could become a meaningful driver of growth for the company's bottom line. Speaking during the company's late earnings briefing, Wilson said, "It's still early on the front, and if this is something EA does decide to push further into the company, we'll be thoughtful about it." There's a bunch of other stuff on here, but this is going to be more in my opinion. I think this is a dumb idea. That would drive me crazy. It doesn't really specify how they would do this. I mean, I guess it would have to be somehow worked out to make it not terrible, but I don't know. I think this would be terrible. This would be like in the middle of watching a Netflix show and then you get an advertisement, or a YouTube video and you get an ad in the middle of a game. That would drive me through the wall. So for the love of God, EA, please, please, please do not do this dumb ass idea. But I guess it's not up to me. But my opinion is it's stupid, and you'll regret that decision, I think, and a lot of people will complain. Now, let's jump into our 4th story, which I would suggest is the topic of all things topical. This comes from IGN's Michael Cripp. GTA 6 website changes hinting at new screenshots has fans going feral. More Grand Theft Auto 6 news may be on the horizon, as a recent update on the Rockstar White Game website has sent fans into a frenzy, as spotted by X user GTAV-countdown. My dumbass. GTA 6 _ countdown. The developer's page was updated to include GTA 6 in its database alongside placeholder spots for 4 screenshots, cover art, and the release date. Not much longer after the discovery was made, the website was updated to remove these details, suggesting they made their way online a bit earlier than the developer anticipated. As the social media user notes, the code with the placeholders can still be accessed. So I know this isn't crazy, but goddamn, are we getting some GTA 6 screenshots soon? Because that would be awesome. And if we're getting an actual date, like a designated date and not just the year, bro, I would be all over that. It's going to be sick as hell. I can't wait. That's awesome. I hope they drop it literally tomorrow. That would make my entire week. But that's all there is on that. And you know what? All we can do is hope for more, right? Now let's jump into our 5th and final story. This, I guess, is less of a story and more of just a general update, but I felt like it was a good spot to end off the day's update. This comes from GameSpot's Darren Bathuis. Summer game event schedule: Nintendo Direct, Xbox, and all the streams in June. The spirit of E3 lives on in June as publishers, game studios, and several other initiatives come together to host various live streams. Only a few more weeks remain until there's an influx of broadcasts held online, and if you're looking to organize your schedule, we've rounded up a full list of everything announced so far. Like previous years, one of the big events will be Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest on June 7th, an annual event. This showcase is hosted in front of a live audience and is streamed across the globe. Microsoft is hosting its event on June 9th, and while games for it haven't been confirmed yet, there's a good chance that Avowed, Indiana Jones, and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 will make an appearance. The next entry in the Call of Duty franchise is also rumored to be the focus of a deep dive special immediately after the Xbox event. More events that will probably be announced in this time as well, and we wouldn't be surprised if new developer direct or mix guerrilla collective live streams get added to the schedule. You can check back here for updates to the list as soon as they're confirmed. As I said, this is on the GameSpot website, so you can check it out, but this is what we have so far. Summer Game Fest, June 7th. Day of the Devs, June 7th. Accessibility Showcase, June 7th. Wholesome Direct, June 8th. Future Game Showcase, June 8th. Xbox Game Showcase, June 9th. Xbox Mystery Showcase, probably Call of Duty, June 9th. Ubisoft Forward, June 10th. Nintendo June Direct, June to be announced. And a PC gaming show to be announced. I just wanted to throw this in there because I always like to have updates on when things are happening. And you can be sure that I will be covering every story that is dropped during Summer Games Fest. I personally cannot wait for Summer Games Fest. It is probably my most anticipated event in the summer. It used to be E3, but obviously that is dead. Goodbye E3 forever, but Summer Games Fest is the replacement. So I cannot wait to see what is in store. But that is going to do it for today's daily news update. So once again, thank you all for watching. Remember, I love you, I appreciate you, and I respect you. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. And keep on gaming. Peace!